Greetings, dear friends, and welcome back to Codevein. I'm over here again because I missed an item, and I need it. Okay, item acquired. So as promised, we are going to be starting our episode off with a boss this time. And if everything goes well, which hopefully it will, we actually will be ending our episode with a boss as well. And I don't mean like the same boss because I die over and over. So yes, hopefully 2 bosses this time, which should be fun. With that in mind, however, I'm going to hurry back, restore all these vestiges, and then I'll be back with you at the other boss. Or the first boss. You know what I mean. Alright, so having restored all my vestiges, we're going to take a look at a few new skills, or gifts. First of all, I'm going to get Venom Mark. That is basically a poison buff. It applies to your weapon. I messed around with it a little bit, and it seems to be pretty good on bosses, so we'll mess around with that a little bit more. One-handed sword mastery. That is a flat damage increase anytime you are using a one-handed sword. Self-explanatory. And, perhaps most important, Sharpened Fangs, which is increased backstab and parry damage. Super useful, especially on single player. Now obviously I could equip each of these blood codes individually, run around and grind until I have mastered these gifts to equip them on other blood codes, or they thought about a mechanic for that. I can spend those awake items, so in this case the MJ109, and it will instantly master the skill. So basically it keeps the game from being overly grindy, especially if you know which skills you want. And you can always try them out as that class and then master them when you want to put them on other classes. So, pretty good. Obviously I don't have to master one-handed sword mastery because I'm using that blood code. Alright, perfect. Now our boss is right around the corner, but before we do that, I'm going to kill these 2 guys because there's a chest over there, and I just didn't have time to get to it last time. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I was expecting him to come rolling at me. Aw. I think 24 is good. Remember, anytime you use your Drain attack, you increase your max Ichor. And I think I need 24 exactly to stack on all 4 of my buffs on the bottom bar there. But either way, 26 won't hurt, right? Alright, what do we got? The Impaler. What's that look like? Alright, that seems pretty cool. But I just invested in one-handed sword mastery, so that's what we're going to use for this boss. We'll use the Impaler on the other boss this episode. Speaking of this boss, a couple things you need to know. One is that this is arguably the hardest boss in the game. And I mean that not just in terms of like attack patterns and timings and that sort of thing. I mean, because of this point in the game where you probably don't have a lot of health, there is one particular attack that may one-shot you, and in fact may one-shot me. I'm quite hoping that doesn't happen. I'm going to try my best to narrate what's going on and give you some tips on this boss, but I might have to enter concentration mode, so we'll see. Alright, so let's stack on all 4 buffs. Attack boost, bonus damage on next attack, and poison. Fortunately, the timer doesn't tick down during the cutscene. Hey, where's the kid that was with you? Oh. That's dark. Don't worry, there'll be more development with that. So anyways, it's funny, if you Google this boss, many people have had problems with this one, myself included, on playthrough 1. Oh man, I died a lot of times to this boss. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Hey, a Free Willy reference? So our boss here is, of course, a demonic water spirit Hatsune Miku pole dancer. It makes sense when you think about it. Just don't question it. Alright. So I gotta get in with the poison. She didn't do a follow-up. Because the poison buff wears off very quickly, I remember. So I want to hit her a lot of times. There we go. Alright, so first thing to know is almost all of her attacks do this stupid 360-degree spin, making them fairly hard to avoid. That one in particular, you notice I kind of went to her back and just walked through the first part, dodged the second part. Because if you try to dodge the first part, you get nailed by the second part, and that's just how it goes. Unpleasant. That move, the lunge move, that's the one-shot move. So don't get hit by that, no matter what you do. And you'll find that in stage 2... Oh, that was a terrible dodge. She gets even more spinny things. And sometimes your best option is actually just to retreat backwards versus trying to roll through things. Because it often will not work out. Okay, we're doing well so far, though. By the way, there's a double version of that lunge attack, so watch out. Don't get complacent just because you dodged the first part. Okay. Whoop. That's good, that's good. Oh, and by the way, we're just about done with the fight, actually. See ya. But she has a slow effect that she stacks on you as she hits you. That was a pretty good fight, actually. Not bad. There was just like one or two mistakes in there. So anyways, the slow effect, if it builds up enough, it slows your movement, dodge, and attack speed. And at that point, the fight's basically over. But that went well. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that, in fact. That's mine. My job is to get stabbed through the hand multiple times. Alright, as before, we're gonna skip it. But just know, you're missing a lot of character development, so you should buy the game. Good question. So I thought there was more to her cutscene there. Maybe we get more later. Huh. Alright, well I can restore the thing that she just gave me. Or no, I can't. Okay. Fine. Fine. Let's hurry up then and get to the next area so we can get to boss number 2 for the episode. And that area, of course, dried up trenches. Alright, so let us throw on the Zweihander and the Impaler now. Mess around with those two. Doesn't this give you serious Monster Hunter vibes, by the way? Maybe not over there. I mean, it does look a lot like the Coral Highlands, I guess. Although it certainly doesn't look as good as that area, but that area looks absolutely incredible. And those of you that haven't played Monster Hunter have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's okay. Ooh, is it a two-shot to stagger with this? I might be better off using this then. Kinda like it so far, even though we've only, you know, fought one enemy with it. So specifically from this area onward, you're going to find there are a lot more, I don't like that. There are a lot more kind of hidden areas. And by hidden areas, I mean areas where you kind of have to drop down to or find things that are not immediately obvious. Oh, you know what? I can get rid of one-handed sword mastery now and put on sharpened fangs instead. Let's check out the backstab damage now. Perfect. Okay, we'll have to check it out again when I actually get full backstab. But anyways, what I was saying was that you kind of want to look down here as you're running through here, because there are some spots where you actually have to hop out of where you might think. Ah, yeah. And the areas continue... I don't even know what that was. Continue to be fairly maze-like. The most maze-like of all is coming soon, but not in this episode. So that's good. Now, I like this one. Okay, I thought he was going to get stunned for a little bit longer, which is why I decided to use my heavy attack. I guess that's one way to do it. Not the way I planned it, but it worked out. I'm having some issues here, evidently. Okay, so that's here. Alright, now let's see. Oh yeah. That's good damage. Was that a shotgun, dude? Mm-mm. Just trust me on this, you don't want to deal with the shotgun, dude. That might have just been a rifleman. Yeah, look at that. That staggers in the same number of hits as the Zweihander. On those guys, anyway. So this is just pretty much a better choice all around. Yeah, I've not used this weapon, actually. That seems really good. Pretty sure there's a dude that, like, climbs up over here. Maybe not. Aha, see? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, right there. I can't remember if I mentioned it yet, but there is a skill that I just got parried. There is a skill that allows you to heal more per heal usage. And I can't remember where you get it, but obviously that's going to be incredibly useful. I don't think we need to rest here. It's just going to respawn the enemies. I should probably look up where that is. I mean, I probably can't get it yet, but I want to know where it is so that when I can get it, I go straight for it. Because you'll notice, yeah, I have 6 heals, but it takes probably 4 to get me to full health. So, not so good. I definitely like this weapon, though. It's very good. Yeah, let's go down here. Oh, So in addition to the one-handed sword mastery, which we already have, there are corresponding ones for each weapon type. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be xenomorph thing again. Yeah. I certainly prefer this. So eventually I'll be able to get, you know, spear mastery or polearm mastery or whatever they call it. But not yet. You know, it's funny, I normally don't go this way. I go a slightly different way. So I'm getting a little bit turned around. But I think this is where I usually end up, but just going from the opposite side. Yeah, that is really, really strong, isn't it? You know, actually, it seems to be much better to come from this side. Because I can get some easy backstabs. Or at least sneak attacks. Yeah, this weapon is really good. What have I been doing all my life? Or at least all my other playthroughs? Cool, so this should go up here. Yep, that's where I came from. And how do I get up there? We'll find it. Alright, so I remember there's another path over here where you can drop down. There's obviously that one there where you can drop down. Guess I just have to drop to that. Oh dear. Okay, it's not 2 hits to stagger him. Come on, man. Really? Okay. I'll take it. You know what? It's fine. Let's use it. I think that's additional healing potency. Yep. Nice. It's funny, too, because I'm pretty sure I actually missed this area at the last playthrough I did. What's this one do? More xenomorph nonsense. I'll get a better version of this kind of armor at some point, but for now, we'll stick with this one. Cool. How did I miss that last time? I mean, there's very clearly a ladder right there. Oh, well. Don't go that way. Cool. Nope. I can see a rotten missile on my map, but I already went down here. Let's circle back around and go from that other path without dropping down. That makes sense. Or we could just go this way. Okay, now we'll do that thing that I just said. Okay, so instead of dropping down where that armored dude was, we just ran this way. And that's where it is. Ta-da. And we can now see that I've explored all of that. So actually now would probably be a good time to rest at that missile. Yeah. And I didn't go this way yet. So, in fact, I have not explored everything. Right, these guys suck, so... I don't know what's happening. I'm totally okay with it, but I don't know what it is. You know, part of me really wants to call what just happened poetic justice after the number of dudes that have jumped off the cliff. Come on. Should do it. What do we got? Riot Breaker, which I believe is a bayonet, which I'm not a fan of, so... eh. Alright, well, in a way, that did heal me, right? It restored all my heals. So now we can continue forward? Yeah, let's look at it that way. Fortunately, this guy doesn't notice me, so I can just hop straight down here. Now, I do specifically remember this shotgun guy. If you really want to see why I kill the shotgun guys from a distance, then you can try it for yourself, but just know I will not willingly be fighting one of the shotgun guys in melee. That looked like it was going to hit, didn't it? I don't want to run over there because I know dudes are going to climb out of the cliff. Oh, shotgun guy. That was close. Too close. Alright, who we got? Can I knock some dudes off the edge here? Yep. Cool. Nobody else hanging out over here? Alright. I gotta kind of hurry this up, because we are still on a timer here. But the boss is not that far away, if I remember correctly. In fact, that's the boss right there. Give me a second. Let me check how much time we have left, because I don't remember off the top of my head. I did some jump cuts, and then I'll see if we have time to go explore the rest of the area. Okay, so we do. So let's go back and finish out the area. Then we'll go down and fight the boss. I got a few minutes left. Good stuff. I think there's another, yeah. Another drop-down spot is what I was referring to. Don't ask me what this thing I'm running on is. Good dodge. I really don't know. It's one of those mysteries, like why I didn't dodge that super easy hit, but hey. Things happen, right? Why did I put poison? Again, you may never know. Like, you would almost say that poison was entirely pointless. Because it was. Oh yeah, that's way better on the heal. Look at that. It only takes like 2 or 3 now. Ah yes, the old standard. Chocolate, garlic flakes. You see that nonsense? He just poised through my fireballs. I hate them. You got a little bit more of a taste of why I hate the shotgun guys than I was planning. I was planning to just take them out from a distance and never even have to engage them. Like that, but oh well. It all works out in the end, I guess. Cool, that's where I just came from. Am I missing? Nothing, just, whoa. Just an item up here, yeah. Or around the corner here. Cool. Alright, the way to the boss was... Item is in my way. This way. Perfect. And as promised, we will be trying out the Impaler on the boss. Not really worried about that. In fact, I'm excited, because I think this weapon is pretty great. Before anything else, let's get some more levels. Just pump it all into levels. That'll be fine. Now this boss, in theory, should be nowhere near as difficult as the previous one we did, but we'll see how that ends up being in practice. So let's see, we want attack power, poison. Oh man, that was a long time for my poison to tick down. Oh well. Kind of looks like, what's that Pokemon called? He's a dragon type, and his mouth kind of looks like that. I can't remember. Although this guy is undeniably way edgier. Alright, first thing you need to know about this guy. He calls these crystals out of the ground. Kill them. Because they will summon weaker enemies to aid him. Which is not very helpful for you, as you could imagine. Okay, I gotta get the poison. Come on. Yes! I will confess I'm actually a lot less familiar with this guy's patterns, because I didn't have to do him nearly as many times. Oop. Like that one, for instance. Didn't remember that. Clearly didn't remember that. A lot of the spin attacks in this game really bait you hard. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Check this out. So he's about to go into Form 2. My poison just recharged, so I can stack on poison a second time while he's doing this, which is great. He basically just pulled a giant spear out of his chest and made it into a weapon. Okay, that's another one. If you dodge the first hit, oftentimes you'll get hit by the second one, so it's all about positioning. And that's just about not being a dummy and getting smacked in the face. Okay. Okay, not good. Not good. Yep, see? I was able to concentrate on that one. Okay, still good. Still good. Staggered him, special attack. Oh, what's that do? I don't remember. It's okay. We're still fine. We're still fine. You know, it's funny, I think I'm doing worse on this guy than I was on the previous boss. But still got the job done. See ya. Thanks for the Labras, or whatever. Alright. Cutscene time. We will finish out our episode with a cutscene. So that boss is a lot more straightforward, there's not as much to talk about. Just that one spin attack that you have to watch out for, and kill the red crystals, and yeah, that's about it. It's funny, with all my buffs, these boss fights are going very quickly. It's like a heaven or hell kind of thing, you know? Either I die really quickly, or they will. Yeah, pour the vial of pee on it and see what it says. Oh, I thought it was just background music. This dude again, huh? That's a nice, spiky thing you got there. What, Oh no. Oh no. I don't like where this is going. Well, surely he's not gonna... I don't know what your story is, or what the heck you just did. Nice belt buckle, though. I'll give him that. Not gonna lie, on playthrough 1 I was slightly worried that there was gonna be a second boss fight right afterwards. Fortunately, no. Right, let's grab this. Darkseeker, yes. They just get progressively more edgy as we go on. But it's wonderful. Alright everybody, that is going to be the end of this episode. So that was pretty fun, right? We took on 2 bosses. Now I think, if memory serves from previous playthroughs, the next area we're going to go to is the worst area in the game. So look forward to that, I guess. There will be much pain and suffering in that one. But until then, we won't have to worry about it for another week. See you on next week's episode. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.